Adult entertainment workers, who was your most memorable customer? I took the V card of a terminally ill 41-year-old woman. Now I can't stop thinking about her. I am a male escort. My customers are mostly gay men and middle-aged women, so she was in no way a surprise for me. So this woman wanted me to meet her at a hotel room she specifically booked for us. I already knew a few things about her because of the messages she sent me. Like her name, her age, and that she never had a relationship. Let alone that she was ever intimate with anyone. When we met, we greeted each other and she had a huge smile on her face. The first rule with my customers is that we get to know each other before we do what we do. We talked for about half an hour and I found out that she had leukemia and was about to die. She also told me that she never found a boyfriend because of her looks. She was constantly called ugly and disgusting and no boy wanted to be near her. And this bullying continued during her adulthood. She was always treated like some kind of a weirdo. She just thought that she had to wait for the right one, but after so many years she lost hope and accepted that she is supposed to be lonely. And now that she's 41 and never been intimate, she felt like she missed out on the most beautiful things in life. Her parents died many years ago and she had no one. She was all by herself. The money she wanted to pay me with was the money she was about to use for her treatment. She told me that the doctors said that the treatment would only give her a little bit more time but not save her life. So she figured she could use it to finally find out what it's like to be intimate. I almost teared up a bit, but I forced myself to stay professional and just listen to what she had to say. When she was done, we did what we did and afterwards she was smiling big and said she hasn't felt this good in years. She asked me if I could lay down with her and cuddle. She said she'd pay more if I did that. I said yes. We laid down, turned on the TV and she laid in my arms. I then saw what I assumed to be happy tears rolling down her face and she snuggled closer to me and closed her eyes. This was the cutest thing I've ever seen. We laid there for 2 hours. She slept in my arms and I woke her up and told her I had to leave now. She nodded and turned around and grabbed her wallet. I told her she doesn't have to pay me. I gave her my number and told her to visit me whenever she feels alone and needs someone to be with. She visited me 2 times before she died and called me every day. On one of her visits, I bought her a bouquet of flowers and placed a bunch of roses from the doorway to the bed. I cooked for her and we watched a movie before being intimate. She cried again that night and so did I. She told me she thought she would die alone. That while this may not mean much for me, it meant the world to her. She thanked me repeatedly and cried uncontrollably. We became friends in the short time I knew her. I even attended her funeral. It made me sad how few people were there. She was such a soft and kind-hearted human being. I can't stop thinking about her. She deserves so much better in life. I had many customers over the years and many of them had sad stories, but for some reason her story is the one that sticks with me.